Hi friends, I'm back again to talk more about the idea of Sabbath. In Genesis, we first hear about the idea of a Sabbath or break after God creates everything that is in the universe. In 6 days, all the creation has been made and God stops, and on the 7th day, he takes a rest. He sets aside a day that is blessed. It is a day that is holy. It is a day that is set apart. What are some of the things that you might have set apart in your life? I know I have collections of things, and I might set them apart from the rest of my belongings in a special display, just like the church does in our beautiful museum or on our display cabinets that we have throughout the building. The things that we set apart are unique and valuable to us for their own particular reasons, and to show that we value them, we set them apart. I also think that we set apart our accomplishments. When you've earned an achievement like an award, maybe for having really good grades, or maybe for doing really well in a sport or theater or dance activity. The thing about a Sabbath day is that we take that day, and God encourages us to set it apart. But not just for the purpose of taking a long nap. Rather, as we see in God's creation, it's the day that he sets apart to look back on and acknowledge all the wonderful things that God has done, and to truly value them in reflection. It's like when I finish mowing my yard. I know that doesn't seem like much of an accomplishment to many people, and to some of you it's work. But to me it's something I sort of enjoy doing, but mostly I enjoy it when it's done. And I sit right here on my patio, and I look up at my yard and I think, wow, I really worked hard to get that done. It looks great. It's an accomplishment. And the Sabbath moment there is when I stop the work, rest, but most importantly, reflect on the thing that I've done that has given me joy and doing it well. After each of God's creation acts in those first 6 days, he says, and it was good. I want you to do that, friends. When you know you've done something well, stop. Rest. Acknowledge it. It's an accomplishment. And you did it good. I want you to think about some of the dangers of not reflecting on your accomplishments. Someone who gets reasonably great grades but never stops to reflect on their accomplishment might feel as if they're not doing so well in school. Gosh, I'm not good at anything. This is exactly why God gave us the gift of Sabbath, the everlasting covenant with God, to take a day and remember the accomplishments that we've made, that God has blessed us with. God blesses the day of the Sabbath and makes it holy for us to set apart. What about the dangers of not resting? Well, you can burn yourself out pretty easy. As you could tell by that video at the beginning, I was completely exhausted, sick, not feeling well after overworking and not taking any time off. There is a question I'm sure you're asking yourself right now. So what do we do on the Sabbath day? Or any time we Sabbath? And that, friends, well, that's a reason why there's a part 3 coming up next week. So stay tuned, and in the meantime, don't work too hard, guys. Take time to relax, take time to rest, but take time to reflect on the blessings of your life. Set aside some time to be with Jesus in your prayers, to be with the Spirit in your spirit, and to place God first, thanking Him for that gift of rest this Sabbath and every Sabbath.